Well, welcome back here inside of the Death Star for the first game of 2023 for our Las Vegas Raiders. And really, this game was a battle of the Bay, Las Vegas style. As San Francisco, they came to Las Vegas to take on their nemesis from across the water in California, the Las Vegas Raiders. And you know what? It also kicked off the Jarrett Stidham era for the Silver and Black. And this, folks, may have been a home game for the Silver and Black, but if you can see inside Allegiant Stadium, 49ers red was all over the place, well represented. And Jarrett Stidham, you know, he made Josh McDaniels look like a smart coach. Opening drive, 6 plays, 70 yards, finishing with a 24-yarder to Darren Waller, the rack wall, touchdowns in his last 2 games since coming back. Raiders, though, up 10-7 now when the Niners would push ahead. And this time, it's their backup turned starting quarterback, Brock Purdy, to George Kittle. Kittle, this guy is a beast. 14-10, San Francisco goes up. But there's no give up in Stidham and the Raiders. You know in this game to be a lot of back and forth. And this time he is showing his mobility, his scramble ability. I'm making up words, but it's all good. He gets inside the red zone, about 4 yards, picks up a first down, and then throws a beautiful ball to Davante Adams and an even better catch. 17-14, the Raiders are up at the half. Tay, he would make a lot of catches in this game. Just wait. Third quarter now. It's a classic combination of who? Stidham to Davante Adams, and Tay shows off his wheels. 60 yards. He gone. Touchdown. Raiders up 24-14. And really, this is exactly where the 49ers would want the Raiders with a 10-point lead, because we know what happens when they have double-digit leads. Anyway, folks, the 49ers come storming back with 10 straight points, highlighted by a Christian McCaffrey 14-yard touchdown run. And when the dust would settle, the game would be tied. Raiders, though, go back ahead. They're up 24-21, looking to extend that lead. Stidham gets a ball batted, and it's picked off. That's his first interception of the game. Mind you, I said first. We'll get back to that. The Niners would get a 43-yard field goal off of that to go up 27-24. And the Raiders, though, they would answer with their own booming field goal. Daniel Carlson showing his leg. 57 yards, tying the game up at 27 late. But the Niners, they don't want to go in overtime. They're going to go right down the field. Christian McCaffrey, a ridiculous 38-yard run, followed by a Jordan Mason 14-yard run into the end zone. 34-27, the 49ers go up. McCaffrey finished the game with 121 yards on the ground and 72 through the air. Stidham, though, and the Raiders, with not much time left in the game, would come right back, not going away. 3 plays, 75 yards, highlighted by an amazing 45-yard grab by 1-7. Davante Adams had himself a game. 7 catches, $153, 2 touchdowns, and that would lead to Josh Jacobs scoring a touchdown from 1 yard out. The game would be tied at 34. It seemed like they had like a million minutes in this game, because the Niners would get another opportunity, and it would not be taken advantage of. Robbie Gould, their field goal kicker, misses from 41 yards out. The game would go into overtime, and you might think that there was going to be something good for the Raiders to happen in OT. They get the ball. A.J. Cole, he makes a good call on the coin flip, but Stidham throws an interception, his second of the game. Tayshaun Gibson returns it inside the 10. That would lead to a very easy field goal by the 49ers. Stidham throws for 365, 3 touchdowns. He had those 2 picks, but the Niners would win this thing after the 23-yard field goal in OT, 37-34, dropping the Silver and Black to 6-9 on the season.
You know, unfortunately, there was, 2 interceptions in the game, and probably some things that I definitely could have done better, to win. So, obviously we're going to look at the film, tomorrow morning and see, what I could have done better. Definitely feel like I left some football out there on the field today.
Talk about an exciting way to start off 2023. Tons of storyline, tons of angles. Thank goodness we have Jesse Merrick, who has more keys than a locksmith in his keys to victory. Jesse, what you got?
The Raiders may have lost the game, and there's plenty to talk about on defense, or the protection or lack thereof on that last possession when Jarrett Stidham was picked. But if we're being completely honest in this one, the real story here is Jarrett Stidham. In his first career NFL start against the league's hottest team and top defense, he came out and completed 67% of his passes for 365 yards and 3 touchdowns, joining Patrick Mahomes as the only other quarterback to throw for 3 TDs against this Niners defense. And win or lose, his teammates took notice of his performance.
I think he shocked a lot of people. He didn't shock me, because I see, anytime you have a young guy like that with, not not much experience. You never really know exactly how it's going to go, but I know the way he prepares. He prepared every single game, like I told y'all this past week. He prepared every single week like he was getting ready to play, and he showed. He go out there and, you know, took control of the huddle, took control of the game, and, you know, played an amazing game today. So we, you know, he apologized when we brought the team up for not being able to finish it out, and I think every single person on the team said, man, like, you know, like, get out of here with that. You balled out and you did your thing. We got to find a way to help him and, you know, protect a little longer, catch a few more balls, and, you know, get a couple more first downs, a few more points, and, you know, it could have been a dream situation for him too.
Like, it was really impressive in April. Like, people were just like, whoa, like, he's calling out everything, like telling people where to go and like doing it with poise. And, you know, with experience and a system that allows you to really just step to that place of confidence. So you can tell, like, he's been preparing the whole way and really been locked in, and just the way that he had been practicing, like, it's no surprise to me that he played the way he did today.
On top of that, he showed what a mobile quarterback with a firm grasp on this offense can do under Josh McDaniels, hanging in the pocket and extending plays with his legs on a handful of occasions tonight.
It make the defense respect and honor him, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't drop everybody back. You got to be aware where he is at all times, and you know, he helps the offensive line now because, you know, he don't take some sacks because he can move. So, I mean, that's just a testament to him, man. Shout out to him for being ready. I know he's been in this offense for a few years, so he played good, man. He looked like he was supposed to. I mean, he looked like a vet.
And although today's loss officially eliminated the Raiders from any sort of playoff contention, there's no doubt we're all looking forward to seeing what Stidham can do in start number 2 next week here at Allegiant against the Kansas City Chiefs, who could be playing for the top seed in the AFC next week. So there's a chance Stidham and company could come into this one and try and play the spoiler against their rivals next Sunday.